Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA, and today we're continuing our series of media videos for 2025, and we're going to be featuring game action from Week 12. Now, before we get into our plays, I'd like to share some statistics from our instant replay process. In FBS, we're averaging 2 stops per game and 0.97 instant replay overturns per game, so that's right at 1 overturn per game, and that's been very consistent over the last couple years. Now, our average stop time, and that's measured from the replay announcement until we blow the ready for play after the review, is 2 minutes. So 2 stops per game, 2 minutes per stop. Replay costs us 4 minutes per game. That's a worthy investment. With that, let's get on into our video. Our first play this week is 1st and 10. The quarterback hands to the back. He finds some running room up the middle. He's hit. He drives for more yardage at the end, and the play makes 7 yards. Now, many conferences have medical observers, and some conferences actually have neutral medical observers that sit in the back of the replay booth and can stop the game immediately if they suspect an upper body injury to a player. Now, medical stops are rare, and most times the bench personnel will spot a potentially injured player and get them out of the game for evaluation. But we see here, just before the snap, the crew shuts the play down and we get an announcement by our referee.
This is about on the field for a medical stoppage.
Now, the announcement will not identify the player, but you can see here officials are sending number 4 out of the game. And as we look at the tackle from the low end zone view, we see that number 4, he's wrapping up and he gets a solid head hit, maybe from his own player. And after the play, number 4's response probably led to the medical observer stopping the game. This is a solid backup process to ensure that all players get properly evaluated before continuing play. And the CFP will utilize neutral medical observers in all games this season. Play 2 is 1st and 10. The offense is backed up, and the quarterback's going to toss to the back. Now, the ball is loose, and the defense is going to recover. Now, the crew comes together to discuss the play, and the referee makes an announcement that the ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass. And as we go back and take a look, we can see that the quarterback, he releases the ball. It definitely goes forward, and it's first touched by the back beyond the release point, and then it hits the ground. So it is truly an incomplete legal forward pass. Now, by rule, there's no limitation on how the pass must be thrown. It can be overhand, underhand, but it is forward if the ball first strikes the ground, a player, an official, or anything else beyond the spot where the ball was released. So this is a correct call for an incomplete legal forward pass, and will reset to 2nd and 10. Play 3, we're after a touchdown late in the third quarter, and we see the offense lines up at the left hash, and they're going to go for 2 on the extra point, or as the rule book states, on the try down. Now, the quarterback throws into the end zone. The ball is intercepted by number 8 of the defense, and he's going to return it out. And as he starts back upfield, he gets some great blocks. He's going to weave in and out of traffic, and after some tremendous cuts, he goes all the way for what looks like a pick 6. But we know the defense will get 2 points for their return into the end zone on an extra point. Now, we should take a moment to review scoring on the try down. If you kick a field goal on the try, you're awarded 1 point. And if you score a touchdown, either the offense or the defense, you're awarded 2 points. And if there's a safety on the extra point, it is valued at 1 point. So this is a good play by the defense. They're awarded 2 points, and they go from 28 to 30 on the scoreboard. Play 4, the offense has 4th and 6 at the plus 21. They're down 37-9 with 6 seconds left in the game. Now, the quarterback scrambles out. He's going to complete a pass to number 82, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's going to make the score 37-15. Now, we see there's hesitation on the sidelines waiting for the try down, but there will be no try here. By rule, if a touchdown is scored during a down in which time in the 4th period expires, the try shall not be attempted unless the points would affect the outcome of the game. And obviously a try here would not impact the end of the game. Now, there is one exception. If the scoring team is ahead by 1 or 2 points, they have the option to forego the try. The thought there was they don't want to give the defense a chance to score, and so they might just take a knee, so we forego the try. But the difference in the score in this game is 22 points after this touchdown, so there is no try, and the final score is 37-15, game over. Play 5 is a tight game late in the fourth quarter. The offense is down by 5 points, facing 4th and 6. Now the quarterback drops back. He's going to throw deep down the boundary. The ball is taken in by the receiver near the sideline. The officials come together, they talk it through, and they're going to rule incomplete pass. Now, as we go back and take a look at the replays, the right foot of the receiver comes down first, and the toe hits just out of bounds. Now, it appears the receiver was pushed out by the defender, but by rule, that does not matter. The receiver must get a body part down inbounds for a catch, even if he would have come down inbounds without the push. Now, if the receiver is held and prevented from immediately returning to the ground and then carried out of bounds, it's a catch. But if the airborne receiver is hit or pushed after gaining firm control of the ball and comes down out of bounds, it's an incomplete pass. Our last play this week, the quarterback drops back. He hits his receiver, number 20, just outside the hash. Number 20 cuts across the field. He heads for the far pylon, and he dives at the goal line, and the ruling on the field is going to be touchdown. Now, this is another tight pylon play, and replay is going to stop the game for further review. And as we cycle through the replays, we see that the runner, he leaps from inbounds, and he's going to land just out of bounds beyond the goal line. The runner didn't touch the ground in the end zone or the pylon, so he does not get goal line extended. So to be a touchdown, the ball must pass over or inside the pylon. Now, from these views, it's clear and obvious that the ball is just inside the pylon, and at worst, over the pylon. So this is a touchdown, and the ruling on the field can be upheld by replay. Now, one final note here, the field judge is in perfect position at the goal line, and one of our camera views comes from the handheld operator just by the official. Now, the network broadcast partners are allowed to be first at the limit line, but here the camera person goes inside the official, and then the cord puller follows. The field judge has got to fight through, and he ultimately makes his call, and then he has to dance over the cord. So this is excellent concentration by our official, a good call for a touchdown. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we thank you for your feedback and suggestions. And as we head into Week 13, conference races are tight, and every game, every call matters. Best of luck to all.